Hey everybody, it is our daily lunch day live. I am Auntie Kameel with Rig on Wheels. I am the owner and recruiter of Rig on Wheels. Now, Miss Jerri will be seeing us momentarily. So just give us a few moments and she will be here. But I'm going to go ahead. Okay, got that going. So I can be able to see all your comments. Had to make something public. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. But during our lunch day lives around noon-ish, we talk about different jobs. Now, keep you in mind, we recruit well over 60 companies, and we do definitely recruit nationally, okay? But every day we try to target one state, and we might talk about another job or two in another state if something came up new or if it's a hot job or something like that. But today we are going to talk about the state of Louisiana. Miss Jerri has a local position that we recruit for that she wants to talk about, and I am going to kick it off with talking about a Midwest grocery account. Okay, so I'm just jumping right in with it. It is Hump Day Wednesday. I am feeling it. It feels like Friday to me, like it's just been such a long week. And then I think about it, we got 2 more days left. But I do have a Midwest grocery tour account. Okay, so with this one, you do have a guaranteed salary pay plus more, okay? All you have to have is 3 months experience. So I say this for, of course, I get veteran drivers on this as well, but I definitely say this for my newer drivers, okay? All I need is 3 months experience. You must pass a hair drug test for this job, okay? Period. You must pass a hair drug test for this job, which goes back 4 months. So let's think about October. Mid-October is around the time for that. Okay, so it is a Midwest grocer account. You can live in the Louisiana, basically the entire state of Louisiana. I also hire in Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, and both of the Carolinas for this job. But for argument purposes, we only going to concentrate on Louisiana today, okay? So with this one, you're out 3 weeks, so 21 days, and you're home 5 days. You have a guarantee, okay? A guarantee of $1,200 a week. You will be basically running and delivering in the Midwest area, so Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, and then Michigan, and a little further down, West Virginia and Kentucky, okay? You do have primary customers, which you would be dealing with Walmart, and I'm trying to make sure I get all the customers right. That's kind of why I'm looking. Walmart, Kroger, Myers are the ones that you would be doing. So basically, and if you're dealing with Walmart, I always like to say this, that means Sam's Club as well. Typically, that's not a problem with any driver, but I try to, if I know the information, I definitely try to say it to you, okay? So Meijer, Kroger, all these two, I forgot about that one. So basically a bunch of grocers is what you're going to be doing in the Midwest, Kentucky, and West Virginia, okay? So those are the areas that you'll be doing. You're out 3 weeks, home 5 days. It's a guaranteed pay of $1,200 if you have to unload. So there's some accounts that you will have to unload. Of course, Walmart, you don't. But there are some accounts that you will have to unload, which means you're going to make $25 per unload with that one, and you make $25 for all of your stops. The cent per mile is in between 47 and 55 cents, depending on your years of experience, basically. Okay, so going for 3 months all the way till about 6 years experience will take you from 47 to 55 cents. So this is an account where you are going to have your guaranteed pay. I know the pay is $1,200, but it's guaranteed. Now, do drivers make more than that? Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. But I can't tell you how many times you're going to unload in a week. Why? Because you have a mixture of load and unload accounts is what you're going to be doing. The reason why I believe that they're giving that $1,200 guaranteed pay, minimum guaranteed pay, as long as you're available for the full week. The reason why is because you're going outside of your area and you're assisting all of the grocery stores. Okay, keep in mind it's Kroger, Meijer, Aldi's, Walmart, which is also Sam's Club, is also what you're going to be doing. So as long as you're available all week, you'll have your guaranteed pay. If your cents per mile plus your unloading pay and your stop pay is more than $1,200, obviously you will get that. Let me look and make sure about my comments, because sometimes I have comments and I get to going and don't even see them over here on the side. So you do have that account. I really like that account because it's a guarantee. In this industry, we don't get a lot of guarantees. And then I like the fact that I'm able to offer somebody that has 3 months experience something like this. Because a lot of times when you have 3 months experience, you are not making $1,200 a week yet. You're not. And $1,200 a week is above the average. Okay. Wait a minute. This is Jerri texting. Okay. So the next one that I definitely want to discuss, it is now with this one is a C.H. Robinson with this one. Okay. So it is $1,000 or more. You do get your weekly guarantee of the $1,000 as well, but it's a C.H. Robinson account. So for my drivers that love doing like terminal and things like that, you do have 47 to 53 cents per mile for this one. You are out again 3 weeks, home 3 days, or you can do out 4 weeks, home 4 days. Okay. This one is all 48 states. So it's not just singled out in the Midwest, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm getting a couple people that are texting. I guess they're not able to notate in, I guess they're on YouTube. I'm definitely, as soon as we get off of here, like I always try to say, as soon as I get off, I definitely get back to everybody. It just might take me a while to work down that list, but I don't leave the office most times without trying to do that, okay? So don't worry about it. If it takes me a little while to get to you, I'm getting to you. Don't even worry about it. I've been talking about my dedicated Mercedes-Benz account. Mind you, this is a team position. You have to be able to pass a hair follicle test. For this account, I hire in Louisiana, but I hire in other states. I hire anywhere from Laredo, Texas, all the way to Vance, Alabama. Vance, Alabama is southwest, just southwest of Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, so that's what this is. This is a great account. Okay, it definitely is a great account. The money is very, very good on this account. You don't need any endorsements. You'll do basically legs. So 1 week you'll have you and your truck will have more miles, and then like it could be like 5,000-6,000, and then next week you might be at 4,000. Why? Because you'll do where you have pickups Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The other day is Tuesday and Thursday. The other week, I'm sorry, is Tuesday and Thursday. You're home on a weekly basis. Let me get the pay. I guess I put the pay up. So let me download it right quick so I can tell you about this pay. I'm surprised I don't have it memorized, to be honest with you. But just give me 1 second so I can download this pay. Okay, so for this, you need 6 months experience. Remember about the hair follicle test, okay? Remember about the hair follicle test. So if you have, remind you, when I'm saying these numbers, this is for a team position. Let me bring Miss Jerri back in here. Miss Jerri, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So let me just finish up with this team position. So with this team position, keep in mind, like I said, it is a team position when I'm going over these numbers. So if you have 6 months experience, you're going to make 25 cents per all of the miles that I'm talking about. So whether it's 5 or 6,000 miles, that's what you'll make. And if you have over 60 months experience, it's 28 cents. So it goes up 25, 26, 27 based on your experience. But this is definitely a very good position. A lot of your team positions, you're not home every day. So I'm just going to kind of do an average on here on this calculator. So we're going to talk about on average for it's going to start about 1,300. I have 1,375 here, and I'm calculating that at about 5,500 miles. Okay, so they're about for somebody 6 months to a year. Okay, and then if I'm taking that same 55 times 28 cents, then that has you at 1,540. Mind you, you do have weeks that you will make more, and you have weeks that'll be like this. Okay. So that is how that goes. You will literally, the account starts in Laredo, Texas, and moves and delivers all the way to Vance. Alabama is for your Mercedes account, Mercedes-Benz account. On my YouTube channel, I have a probably 8 to 10 minute video where I actually explain the entire account, and that account still works like that, because sometimes we'll have companies that change the account based on need, but for as long as I've known, the Mercedes is still working at just like that video. Okay, so you can always go to my YouTube channel and look at that Mercedes account. They need 10 teams. Yesterday they needed quite a few more, so it's filling up. This is Mercedes, so you know it's a great account. I am going to let Miss Jerri talk about her local out of Louisiana. Oh wait, somebody is saying in the group.
Yeah, I just asked him what city he was in.
Oh, okay, you see it?
Yeah.
Yep. But we can find you. Yeah, we can find you intermodal drivers. How many trucks do you need to be filled? 1, 2, 10? And in our CDL Class A jobs group, I'm going to put the directions on how to, where we can see what your name is without Miss Jerri or I jumping in to see stuff. We'll do that. And as you see, this is live. Nothing is scripted. Miss Jerri has a couple of trucks that are having some emergency issues. So literally right now, she's putting out fires, and I've been putting out fires literally since 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. So this is what happens. So Mikey, if you could just tell us, I believe that's who this is. If you could just tell us where you need us to find the drivers, we'll definitely get that to you, because yes, we can find you drivers. That's not a problem. Hey, Mr. Leonard, it's lunchtime. Yes, it definitely is lunchtime. So Miss Jerri is putting out some more fires. So let's talk about another position that we have. This one is not in Louisiana. It is in the Dallas area. But because it goes so fast, I want to mention this. It is Mars chocolate. Okay, that is what it is. You have to live within a 150-mile radius. Get this. Let's start with this again. All I need for this account, and I know I'm yelling all the time, but all I need for this account is 3 months of experience for this. 3 months. That's it. 3 months experience. Even whether you have 3 months or 30 years experience, you get a $12,000 sign-on bonus for each driver is what it is looking like. It's for each. Let me go worst case scenario. It might be 6,000. Okay. It looks like they're saying for each driver, but I like to be worst case scenario so I don't have to go back and retract it. Okay. You're going to be out 2 weeks. You're going to be hauling reefer because it's chocolate. So you're going to have reefer trailers. All you delivering to, listen to this, all that you're delivering to is Dallas, Atlanta, and Chicago. That's it. Dallas, Atlanta, and Chicago. Okay, that's it. You're going to average about $1,000 a week. Some weeks more, some weeks less, but that give or take, that's what you're going to do. That's all you're doing is those. You're out 2 weeks and home 2 days. The only deliveries that you're going to be making is Dallas area, Atlanta, and Chicago. So please, please know that. I think it is 12,000 a driver based on their sign-on bonus payout explanation. So you get 500 once you pull your first Mars load. You get the other 5 at 30 days, and then 1,000 for every month after, so the next 11 months. These are the positions that we basically consider to be tours. The reason why is there might not be right around the area where you are starting at. So I don't like to say regional. That's the reason why I say a tour. Okay. So Mars, that's a great account. It's a great consistent account. So that one I'm hiring for out of Dallas, but I wanted to mention that one because of that. So let's just throw that out there. I have a bunch more team positions there, but let me talk about this one company. This is the company. Jerri, you ready to talk? Okay, let Miss Jerri. You ready? Okay.
Baby.
You putting out 5 today. This week is giving us every headache that 2020 ain't gave us, okay? It wasn't a whole lot.
Absolutely. Look, I was not ready to be putting out fires. Not ready at all. Mentally, okay? And I don't have any wine. Hold on.
She said she don't have no wine. Okay, it's only 12:30. I'm just gonna say, but it's wine time sometime of the day. You know, somewhere in the not the United States, in the world is wine time. So just, it has been one interesting week, but we definitely try to get it done, and all of that. So Jervon is having to jump back out again, but I do want to say this. You back, Jerri? Okay, you go. Talk about your local, because this is a good one. But
okay,
what's happening? I've been putting out 5 since 5 this morning.
Okay, so
bags under my eyes.
So what's happened? Okay, so y'all know we work with a lot of small fleet owners, and you know, when you come to us as a small fleet owner, you got to make sure that we talked about this last night. You got to make sure on our trucking collab live with LaShawn and Rock, we talk about this. You got to make sure your ducks in a row, okay? Because I'm sending you my good drivers, And if your duck's not in the row, guess what? I'm gonna snatch them and they're going somewhere else because I don't have time. Look, they have bills to be paid, it's money to be made, and if you sitting, you ain't making no money.
I ain't making
And
no money.
so that's it just is what it is. It's business.
And it's a
And so
hard conversation to have once you send somebody, because what happens with the small fleet owners, we really don't have anybody in a small fleet that wants somebody less than 2 years experience. Okay.
right.
So you're getting a pretty experience. We have some that need, I had one yesterday that signed a contract that need 5 years experience. Okay.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
I can't budge on you because your ducks not in a row. So what's gonna happen? We place the driver with you. Now your truck's sitting because of whatever reason your truck's sitting, and they get rent. Rent needs to be paid. They got a mortgage that needs to be paid. When you, yeah, first of the month come real fast. So, but yeah, going about your local.
Yes, yes, yes. Rock, look, Rock said, send Rock the link. He want to jump on that lunch day live. Go on
Yeah,
and send him the link
yeah.
while I'm talking about this local.
Well, I send
So
them because I'm about to say because I'm good with technology, but I ain't gonna lie.
that's a lie. And
Let
we
me tell
determined that that was a lie.
I ain't been to church since COVID started because my church house ain't open, and that's probably why I just lied so bad.
Oh God. Oh
I'm
gosh.
about to send this to you right now.
Okay. So let's talk about Walmart Hammond. Okay. Um All right. So then when this Walmart comes open, Kameel and I normally jump on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was supposed to jump on it yesterday, but I was so busy with Dr. Pepper, Florida, and Ocala, Dollar Tree, Florida, that I didn't get to send out my message to my drivers that this particular position was open. And do you know that little girl told me on her way back to school this morning? I was taking her back to college, and she said, "Did you send that blast out about that Walmart Hammond?" I said, "No, I was busy with Florida, so I didn't get to send it." She said, "Oh, you not about your paper, huh?" I said, "Baby, don't check me. Don't check me, okay?" I'm getting it going. But so anyway, okay, so Walmart Hammond, this one comes open periodically. And when it does come open, we like to jump on it because it is a good one in Louisiana. So this one, you have to live within 60 miles of the distribution center. The distribution center is in Robert or Hammond, Louisiana. They all, right up in that little area. But to tell you where Hammond is, it is east of Baton Rouge. So that is where that particular distribution is located. It's about maybe 45 minutes, 50 minutes east of Baton Rouge. It might be a little bit closer. But whenever we go that route, whenever we're going like Alabama and stuff like that, I always like to go through Hammond and see where that, or Robert, and see where that distribution center is. But with Walmart, it is absolutely 100% no touch. You don't touch freight. Walmart has their own lumpers, their own people that will handle the freight for you. You do have to wait while they load and unload. Now, also with Walmart, you set up appointments, okay? And it's very imperative that you stick to your appointment that you've been assigned by Walmart. Because if you get there, your appointment was for 8 a.m., you get there at 8:05, 8:10. They will not take you. Okay. They will not take you. They will, move your appointment for later. So you'll have to sit and wait until your next appointment time. But this Walmart, it runs 6 days a week. Drivers get a 34-hour reset off. It is day cab slip seat. So you are, Basically what slip seat is you sharing a tractor. So whoever you, if you running days, then that night is a night driver that's going to be running in that same tractor with you. So make sure you get in, you clean it and all that other stuff. And I'm sure they got people that's cleaning tractors as well. But this account is only taking 2 drivers a week. 2 drivers a week. You will have to have good transportation, good reliable transportation to get you back and forth to the distribution center, because you cannot take the tractor home. You cannot keep it at home. You have to park it at the lot. So that's why they only want drivers within a certain mile radius of the distribution center. But it's Walmart. It runs and operates 24/7. So you can be driving at nights, you can be driving at weekends, you can be driving Christmas, New Year's, 4th of July holidays. Walmart doesn't close, so you're gonna be driving now. More than likely, you'll start out on the night shift, driving the overnight shift, but it's definitely you definitely have to have that flexibility to be able to work different shifts and run different times of the day. But you typically run multiple routes per day, and there may be a 10-hour break on the road. So in that occasion that you have to do a 10-hour break over the road, because you're going to operate within a 350-mile radius. So if you go into Mississippi and you're delivering to Walmart's there, and it's into your 14-hour clock, you're gonna getting ready to go over, you're gonna have to do a 10-hour break there, okay, before you can actually go and do some more driving. But in those instances, they know in advance that you're going to go over your time because it's pre-planned out. Then they'll assign you a sleeper. So before you leave that yard, you will know whether you're going to be home that day or whether you're going to be out, because if you're in a day cab, you cannot spend the night anywhere, okay? So that's the distribution center with Walmart. The other thing, the pay on that one, it pays an average of 1,080 a week to get home every day and sleep in your own bed. The way they break that pay down, it's a couple ways. They do lane pay, they do stop pay, and they do cents per mile. So let's talk about lane pay. Lane pay, if you run between here and the Walmart down the street from the distribution center, that is within a 0 to 50-mile radius. So you're going to earn $35 for that particular lane, that particular run, because it's just down the street. So nobody's going to pay you, 45 cents a mile to go 5 miles. So that's why they do a flat rate lane pay for that particular instance. So for that example, just running from a Walmart that's 10 miles from the distribution center, you're going to earn $35, plus they pay you $15 for all stops. Sometimes companies will do all stops except for the first stop, but on this particular account, they're paying you for all your stops. Okay. That's the lane pay. Now, if you go beyond 226 miles, that's when that sleeper, comes into play. If you go beyond 226 miles, you get paid cents per mile. Drivers with 3 months experience are starting out at 37 cents a mile, plus your stop pay, which is $15 a stop. Drivers with over 10 years are averaging 47 cents a mile, plus your $15 per stop. Everything else on this account, they do a new hire training, just so you can kind of learn the account. They pay you 1 day in class is $50, and then $100 per day for like a ride along. So you ride along with another driver and just kind of learn the account, understand the intricacies of this particular account. But it services areas in Walmart stores and Sam's Clubs in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, as long as it's within that 350-mile radius of the distribution center. But basically, that's the gist on this one. So if you're interested, of course, you can always reach me at 832-384-5689. Kameel can also help you on this particular account as well. Did you get Rock on?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry.
Hey, hey, hey.
I be feeling
Hey.
because sometimes I'm sorry. So let me start by saying this. There are times that as we're talking, there are more jobs in that state that pops up. So I'm trying to finagle that, send it to Miss Jerri, send it out to our team because as y'all know, our daughters are an intricate part of our recruiting team. We like be girl power with Rock's not a girl, but we're still girl power. And then we have Rock as well. He keeps us grounded. But that's what I was trying to do is talk about that. Now, we have quite a bit of teams over the road and regional out of Louisiana. Okay, there it is beefing up. So if it's so hard to go through each and every one of them, but it definitely is beefing up for that. Jerri, I also had talked about a Mars out of Dallas.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that.
Yes, I brought that one up because I know that one's going to be closed very, very quickly. Is what's going to happen. So that's what we try to do is definitely bring those up. I was trying to see if one of our power only companies had Louisiana since they just sent something out like it was top secret, stop all the presses, but it's not in Louisiana
Did you talk about the Georgia Pacific Southwest?
Okay, you can go ahead and talk. Yes, that just Go ahead. I know that's your baby, so you can talk about that one.
So yeah, that one is hiring also in Robert, Louisiana, 50-mile radius of Robert, and also a 50-mile radius of Zachary, Louisiana, still in that Baton Rouge, New Orleans area, but basically it's hauling for Georgia Pacific, the paper company, hauling anything from the wood, the toilet paper, paper towels, paper, whatever it is, corrugated paper sheets. You're hauling that. It's all no touch. Your delivery locations are along the southwest central corridor between Texas to Oklahoma, and locations into the southeast region. As a dedicated fleet driver on this account, is consistent miles. You get home, it's 10 to 12 days out, and then 2 days home. All the trucks are automatic. You're pulling drive-in, so no flatbed or nothing like this on that one. It is weekly pay. This particular company, the average pay. Oh, this pay they don't went up, baby.
I saw that.
This is different. I like this. I'm gonna have to hit this up and let Julie know about this one. Okay, so drivers with 3 months experience come out the gate making 50 cents a mile. Okay, 50 cents a mile on this one. It goes up to 54 cents a mile. So the average pay, average weekly, is between $12.20 and about $1,400 a week, W-2 pulling driving in. So that's not bad for that particular area. I like that. And Georgia Pacific is my friend. So I like GP.
I had somebody just text me about a pods account. We don't have pods running out of Louisiana. We do have it in quite a few areas. It's the
Wait. I think you can hire in Louisiana depending on where it's at.
Okay, let me see.
What where they at?
Baton Rouge.
Oh no, it's too far. Cause there's yeah, it's too far. If they were in like northern Louisiana.
Okay. It's with the company that does a lot of the power onlys.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, so we definitely have. If you're looking for a local, it's not that many locals in the country. They're not going towards that. That's just in general not what we're seeing trucking going for. I don't know if it's just going to be this year or if this is going to be an ongoing situation. So when we do have a local, and if that's what you're wanting, jump on it. We have locals. It's just we're seeing them few far in between, not like at once it was. Um, and then also you're gonna have your regionals and you're gonna have your over the roads, okay? Okay. So is it something else you wanted to go over or Jer?
No, nothing else I want to go over other than the fact that if you're a student or you're looking to get your Class A CDL, we can definitely help you with that. We do have some opportunities in Louisiana, where we will cover your schooling, cover you to get your license. Of course, there is a contract where you have to work with our company that we're recruiting for a 10-month period. By all means, there are drivers that can go out and get their license themselves, pay for it themselves, do all of that. This isn't for you. If this isn't for you, this isn't for you. But there are those that do need help getting that assistance and just need that kickstart to getting their license. And so this is where we come in at. I always say that trucking is a very lucrative industry. It's an opportunity for you to, if you just have a high school diploma, and that's okay. If all you want to have is a high school diploma, that's okay. Get your CDL, go out you and go out and make some good money. Learn how to do it. Learn how to do it the right way. And Camille and I are here to help you get your license, get you in a school that's gonna get you going. And we also have a trainer on here who a CDL driver who is a former trainer, Rock. We're talking to our drivers that are interested in getting their CDL, becoming a Class A driver, and I'm glad that we brought a trainer on today. Give us some let us know how it is being a driver, and give us some good feedback, some what you wish somebody would have told you going into this.
Well, first off, it pretty much speaks for itself as far as when you're getting into the trucking industry, but a lot of things that I thought I wasn't going to be able to do is what held me back from going over the road for so long. Because I was against going over the road before I actually went over the road. And it was because I didn't think I was going to be able to work out. I didn't think I was going to be able to eat good food, eat healthy. I didn't think I was going to be able to drink my water like I do on a day-to-day basis. It wasn't until I got with my trainer who trained me, and he didn't even eat at truck stops. He just cooked. He would bust out the eye, got his little pots and pans. He had his little convectional oven, and then he just got the cooking. And we sitting there eating 3-course, 4-course meal on the truck, and my mind was
Wow.
blown. I said, wait a minute, we can do it like this, cutting up onions and peppers and salmon, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Wow.
I said you could do this on the road, and then when people have their workout equipment on the truck, people have their showers. So like I have a 5-pound bag. I'm sorry, 5-gallon bag, solar bag shower, and all you do is you put water in it. You hang it outside in the sun, or you can put hot water in it, whatever works, whatever season you're in, and you can actually take a shower right outside your truck. You have your swimming trunks on, bathing suit for females, however you want to do it, and you can literally get a rinse off, and you don't have to use truck stops. So I guess what I would have liked to know prior to jumping in is things like that you can do. Life doesn't have to stop just because you're on the road.
Fantastic.
It's not No, it's not going to be easy, because after driving 11 hours, who wants to go work out? But it also creates that sense of discipline, because it's like, okay, I can still maintain a regular life while also visiting different countries, different states, different towns that I've never been to, and I would have may have never been to otherwise if it wasn't for driving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell all my trainees, this is a question that I ask them, and I ask them like this. I say, well, it's more or less a statement, but it's a question that they have to ask themselves is, what type of driver are you? And that really sets the tone for the trucking industry as your career, or as your job, or as your exit, whatever you're going to take the trucking industry as.
Mm-hmm.
You have to ask yourself that question: what type of driver are you? And that goes from being inside the cab to being outside the cab, to furthering your education, to starting your own business within that industry. You have to ask yourself, what type of driver are you? Do you need to be home every day? Do you need something regional? Do you need to be over the road? Do you need to be local? Right? Do you cook? Are you going to learn how to cook? Do you eat at truck stops? How much money are you spending? What money do you have in your emergency fund? What is your disposable income a week that you're going to set yourself to eat out, or activities or entertainment, or whatever it is that you're going to need, if you know that you're going to spend that money anyway? Because some people are just not going to cook. You know what I mean? Some people are just not going to work out. So if that's going to be you, and you already know that about yourself, all right, well, I'm going to set aside $100 a week, and I'm going to use that strictly for food. Once that runs out, I'm on my own. I got to figure something else out, because you got to be able to save money. That's probably the most
Right.
That's probably the most glorious thing about being over the road, is that you can save so much money. It's not even funny, because all you're worried about, or whatever your bills are at home, and then the food. The company takes care of the fuel. They take care of the maintenance. You're literally living on the road. So other than activities, entertainment, maybe movies, going out to a nice restaurant every once in a while, most of your money should be saved, aside from whatever your responsibilities are for at home. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
So,
absolutely. And I'm glad you brought up the working out and the eating right, because on Tuesday, on my social media pages and in our joint CDL jobs group, on Tuesdays, that's what I post. I post meals and recipes where you can cook them in the truck. And a lot of them is just not like, it's not astronomical. Like yesterday was Tuesday, I posted one about Cajun ribs in the slow cooker. Like literally, that's what it is. And if somebody got some ideas of some other food, just I don't want to gear it just towards stuff like I eat all the time or whatever. And I try to make it be where it's breakfast food. A couple weeks ago with some oatmeal with all the fixings inside that you have it in your slow cooker. So for the last couple of months, it's only been stuff in the slow cooker. I mean, even street tacos where we made them in a slow cooker. I know my daughter is so tired of this slow cooker stuff, but I'm just trying to, make sure that it is something. So if you are somebody that doesn't have a hot plate, you can run in Walmart, Jerri, you can run in Target if you Kameel, and you are able to get you a slow cooker or a crock pot, whatever your mama used to call it, and you can really do that. Also, something else is, if you still feel intimidated about cooking on the road, because I know sometimes that it is a great intimidation. If you have, let's just stay with a slow cooker. We ain't talking about an Instant Pot with all them buttons and stuff. No. So a slow cooker that say high, low, warm. There are meals that are in the frozen sections or in the refrigerated sections that are just for slow cookers. So all you have to do is drop them right in the pot and follow the directions. I mean, it's really wonderful, because I'm really big on our drivers being able to pass their DOTs and being able to drive. And we can't really do that if we are having different health issues. I don't want to go down the whole line of our health issues in America, but it makes it, a bit much. And then on Fridays, I post something about workout. And somebody was like, oh, you need to make the workouts harder. But it's really not about that. It's about just putting that in somebody's mind. So even if you don't have workout material on your truck, you still can do just about everything. The only Friday that I had something thus far that was equipment was with the kettlebell. That's it. And kettlebells don't take up no room, and you can run up in the store in Jerri Von's Walmart or in my Target and go get you some workout, a kettlebell. That's it. So sometimes I will post, other stuff, and it keeps me in. I'm trying to remember that I'm trying to give me a summer body, so it keeps me in that same mind frame. Because I don't know, me and Jerri Von's sister got a food truck now here in Houston, so I don't know. 2021 might not be that body, but
it might not be the year.
but 2022 might be my year for that body. Mr. Mikey, you responded, Chicago. That look like a whole suburb, right? That's going on here. Big Job, Jerri Von Banks, Chicago. I love it. But Mr. Mikey, yes, we can find whatever driver you want to. Just literally whatever driver you want to. The one thing that we ask and I nag about is that your truck be ready for the driver. Because when we find the driver, we're telling the driver that we got them a truck to get on in there and get the boogieing down the road. Okay, so we definitely can find you, a driver in Chicago. That's my hometown, so that's not hard to do. It's to find your driver. So just get with one of us so we can figure out the pertinent, so we can definitely see what type of driver and get it all together for you. But yeah, we definitely can. Any other thoughts, feelings, lovings, any other questions? Everybody that's texting, I promise you I am going to get back to you. The last person I talked to last night, it was 9:00 last night, but I'm trying to get back to everybody within the same day. So just be patient, because I'm coming. So I think we're going to jiffy up off of here. You can definitely follow me at Rig on Wheels, whether it be on YouTube. And when you hit the subscribe button, you hit the little bell so you can get all the notifications when I post something new or when I go live and you want to hear my irritating voice. And then also on Instagram, Facebook, and I'm trying to figure out the TikTok. I am on there, but this weekend I'm gonna try to figure out the TikTok. And in fact, I'm gonna probably do some type of showing of my new office that I'm moving into. I'm moving offices. So we're gonna figure that out. And my telephone number is 708-487-9064, 708-480-9064. Please text, call, and when you call, leave a voicemail if I don't pick up.
All right, and I am Miss Jerri, owner at Life on the Road Recruiting. You can find me on TikTok, Facebook. My personal Facebook page is BIGJAHH Jerri Banks. That's my truck driving page. All my truck driving friends, how y'all doing out there? Also Instagram, Life on the Road Recruiting, and my YouTube channel, Life on the Road Recruiting. I'm also available by phone. Like Kameel said, leave us a message, 832-384-5689. And if you are looking for a driver, I also have a driver request form on my website, www.lotrrecruiting.com. Make sure that you are 110% ready. Like, come at me like Rock does. Okay.
Yeah.
Rock comes at me legit. He ready. His truck's ready. Everything ready. I don't have time to get your stuff together. Okay. Make sure when you're ready for a driver that you come at us right. Okay. Because you getting the best of we sending you the best of the best. So you need to make sure you ready to get the best. Because if not, guess what? I'm gonna take my best to the megas. The megas will take my driver. All them big companies, they'll take them and they'll be glad to take them. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, come at me with red. All right.
And we're gonna
Tell
start.
them to
What
tell
you
them to come correct.
Come correct or don't come at all,
I
baby.
know.
Don't
Okay.
even step in the building.
But we are gonna start putting our websites up here. Of course, mine is rigonwheels.com because we both have the driver request form on there. Something else I meant to say. Jerri Vaughn and I, and Rock is an admin in the group, but Jerri Vaughn and I have a joint group, CDL Class A Jobs. We try not just to make it just a classified ad, so we try to put other stuff in there. So please jump in and request to be in a group so you can join our little family.
Yes.
Also, yes, and that's what Mr. Mikey is from, our little family. Something else I wanted to say, because I just got word just to make sure that they updated this. For all the drivers, potential drivers that need to get into school, I just found out that our company will not take you if you smoking. What I mean by smoking, I ain't talking about your little nicotine. I'm talking about your little smell good cigarettes. You have to be able to pass a hair drug test. It is
Hair follicle.
yes, it's slimming down the amount of companies that are not doing
Wow.
the hair test. And if you've been in this industry, you know when that happens, that means we're about to get a new law eventually, right? Okay, we're about to get a new law eventually because a lot of times the only companies that we have that will take just a urine, you got to have some years experience. I think we got a couple that say 6 months, but we don't have not near company that say 3 months experience and you got to take, and it's just urine. So I just want to point that out. You got to put down your little fancy smell good cigarettes if you're going to be a driver in the industry. A driver in it. Let me also just 1 second. I want to get on my soapbox. 30 seconds. That's why they call me Auntie Kameel. 1 second. So if you hey DJ, if you are a person that is saying, you know, but it's legal in certain states, a lot of things are legal, but in our industry, you can't do them. Also, let's say some little accident happened, right? It ain't your fault, but you got your smell good cigarettes in your system. You a professional driver. Guess who fault that about to be now? Guess whose fault? God forbid it was a fatality that wasn't your fault. But when they drug test you, you got your smell good cigarettes in the system. Guess. Mm-hmm.
That reminds me, hey DJ, I talked to a driver, or actually I talked to him a couple weeks ago, and he was brand new to trucking. I already had like a little background situation going on, got out not too long ago. And that's okay. That's okay. But then he couldn't pass. Well, it was some companies that I couldn't get him on with because of the background. So I made some recommendations. Okay. I said, hey, check out this company, check out that company. They do urine, they take new drivers, this and that. And so he texted me this morning because he went to orientation and the companies that I told him about, we don't work with these companies. These were just, hey, I'm just giving you some feedback, giving you some advice on some different companies. So let me tell y'all what happened. Because he went to orientation today or yesterday.
Oh, And that why Miss Jerri doing that. I just want to do a shout out. I don't know if that ages me or something like that, but
It ages you.
it ages me. I'm gonna have to come up with another word, but until then, I am what I am. Okay. But I want to say, Miss Jerri and I have been getting a very good amount of referrals from everybody for companies, and as soon as these drivers are hired, you will get your $500.
Facts, baby. Facts. They sending them in. They running them in.
So we pay directly. I will pay Zelle or Cash App. I'll pull up. That made me young, but I'll pull up and do $500 cash. I don't have no problem. We have a company that's hitting hard and hitting heavy, and they trying to do whatever they can to just make everybody else go. You know, everybody else ain't able. Okay, so they have everything. They got local. They got everything, and we hiring in all states for them. And so, if your driver gets hired, with that company, we're going to pay you $500. Okay, so that's a limited time.
$500 stimulus package. Pass them out.
We where the money reside.
Where the money reside. Where the money. Okay, let me read you this text. Hey, Miss Jerri, I'm kind of upset because I went to blank blank, the company, and they didn't pick me up. I forgot in December that I ate a cookie, and it had, you know what? Yeah, I said, did they do a urine test or a hair test? Because look, everybody I know, if you smoke a little bit, you can pass the urine test. Still, even if everybody I know, I'm just saying, everybody should be able to pass the urine test. They did a urine test and he couldn't pass the urine test.
That means you were smoking yesterday. Okay, so this is what you do with your driver's license, your CDL. You just go and toss that. Let me tell you something. It's getting hard at clearinghouse. That clearinghouse is making it up to date where they will know basically what's going on. Not we.
Same day.
Yeah, that they are literally making it be known. So the things that you were able to do before, you can't do. So I'm not gonna say no company is gonna pick you up. What I'm saying is it's very, very limited. Let me say this because DeAndrea just asked, where do the people have to live in order? Anywhere. I and Jerri are both national recruiters. We recruit everywhere, and there are times that we also recruit Atlanta,
Canada, and Mexico.
Right. There are sometimes we do recruit in Canada and Alaska, not Atlanta. Of course, we recruit in Atlanta, of course. But I'm just saying, so we recruit everywhere. So right now, for this particular company that we are giving, where I'm willing to pull up and bring you $500, not really because we live in a different state, but I will Zelle it to you. It just can't be Canada or Alaska, but it can be everywhere else in the country. So it just depends on what we have available for that company in that state. However, if they get hired on with another company that we have, for whatever reason they need to be, we still will pay a referral fee, but it won't be the $500. That's it. 500. But I did want to point that out that Miss Jerri and I now are talking a lot about students or ones that want to become students. You got to be able to put your smell good cigarettes down with the good green stuff, because
that smell good too.
Right, but that's not, you immediately are going to be X'd out. And this is, I get pissed. I get Southside Chicago Virgo pissed, because this is an industry that you don't need $100,000 in loans, and you can make more.
Let me tell him. Let me tell him, because I'm living proof, right? When I say, if y'all want to get this money and you not joking, you need to stop smoking. Listen.
Gotta put that down.
I'm not gonna let a habit dictate how much money I'm missing out on, if that makes any sense. This is the only industry right? Yo, this is crazy, right? I have a bachelor's degree in business, a concentration in marketing, over 50-something thousand in debt. This is the only industry where you can be in for less than 3 years and you already start your own business.
Yeah.
I'm living proof. I just quit my job. I'm working on expansion of the business in less than 3 years, just a little bit over 2 years. So you think I'm gonna jeopardize that over some green? Look, if y'all serious, it's time to get serious, man.
Right. I got names for people like that'll mess up their whole life.
Don't tell them.
Them crackheads, yo. Like, I don't care that it's just a little reefer. Like, for real, like, that's literally you
She don't give no fucks.
Right, you selling a 65-inch TV for a dime bag. If you are willing to throw away this career, I don't care all about that politics and they making this legal, it don't matter. You got to pay rent at home. Let my husband talk about he can't, not my old husband, but one I'm going to get. Talk about he can't pass a drug test and yeah. We
you can't find a job. Listen to how crazy does this sound?
Not, man.
I have a commercial driver's license.
You going in and out a little bit. You going in and out just a tad.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, now, yep, we got you.
How am I gonna sit there and say I have a commercial driver's license and say I can't find a job because I don't want to put down the green?
Yeah,
that don't make no sense to me. I'd rather put the green down so I can pick some green up. If you dig what I'm saying.
For real.
Put the green down so I can put some green up. You hear me?
That's why I say it's crackhead status, because it shouldn't be like, come on now. We all got things that we want to do, but based on the careers that we chose, we can't do them. You know, it's just more or less is what it is, because it's stuff that we can't do. So it's the same thing. I'm not going to preach no more, but it really, really hurts my heart, like emotionally hurts my heart when I get on the phone with a driver and they tell me that they smoking. I'd be like, dude, like,
because like my thing, that's small time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's small time. Like, get your stuff together, get you some trucks, and smoke all the hell you want to smoke. You know, once you get some trucks under your belt and you got drivers in your trucks, baby, you smoke what you want to smoke.
Right.
But until then, stack your paper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I ain't gonna call you no crackhead then, because you're not in the truck. But if you're willing to give up your industry that you can make good money for that, no, that ain't. You selling a 65-inch flat screen TV for a dime bag. There's nothing else around that. If you in another industry, that's something different. I say have all the fun you want. But other than that, no, we got to do better. So I'm still going to keep preaching that, because if I could save one person and stuff like that, like marriages is falling apart. Everything is falling apart, all because of that, like, because you can't get no job because of that. No, we can't do that. Don't do that. That literally, when I say that it's more important for you to be clean from the green stuff than because you had a possession charge, I'm for real with that one. That's the truth. That's what the truth is in this industry. So with saying that, we not gonna y'all stay on here, but when I say y'all, I'm talking about myself, Jerri, and Rock. Stay on here, but we will see you all back tomorrow. Jervon and I flip on who's live we're gonna be on and all that type of stuff, but we're always live in our group CDL Jobs Now, but we go back and forth. So we love y'all. Mask up, please sanitize, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.